Hi! In this video, I'll show you how to add a block from the cover category to the page and configure its display. Setting up the cover is similar for different cover blocks from the Tilda block library. Let's see how it works using the block CR01 as an example. Suppose that we are creating a page for a hiking tour. The cover is the first thing that the visitor sees on the website, so it should clearly explain what the page is about and tell the user about the product or service, the tour in my case. Let me add a CR01 cover block to the page. Let's go over to the Content tab of the block. By default, there is a preset text and a demo image. I'll remove the demo content to show you how to set up the cover from scratch. Let me save changes. Alright. The text is the key element of the cover since it's the first message that the website visitor sees. The image in the background creates the right mood for the message. To convey the message and emphasize details, you can use title, description, and upper note, or subtitle in some covers. I need to give precise info about the tour and the tour dates in the title and description. Under title, I'll add a message that would encourage visitors to keep reading the page. Challenging hiking in Austria, for example. In the description field, I'll type additional info about the tour dates. Let's say it will be the summer tour, from August 23, 2023 till September 10, 2023. Above the title in the upper note field, I want to indicate the company providing the tour. Let's say it's called Go Travel. Done. Now I save the changes and check how the text is displayed. The text looks great. By the way, you can also edit the text in the cover by clicking the text element on the page you want to edit. For the background image, you want to add an image that will emphasize your message. The best image width for a full screen cover is 1680 pixels. When selecting an image, choose a photo that will allow you to read the text in the cover easily. I prepared an image in advance and will upload it here. Okay, now I save the changes and check how it looks. All good. To make the cover dynamic, you can add a background video. There are two ways to do it, by using a YouTube video or by adding a link to the MP4 and WebM video files uploaded to YouTube or a third-party hosting service. A background video on the cover will help to catch the visitor's attention and maximize their interest in the first screen. Note that by default the background video will be displayed only for the desktop. Also note that due to the specific features of mobile operating systems that don't support video autoplay, the video in the cover won't play on smartphones. For mobile devices, you'll need to add a background image that will be displayed for the mobile version. I'll show you how to configure the cover for mobile devices after reviewing the main parameters. I won't add any video here, so I just save and close the tab. Now let's go over to the Settings tab. Here you can change the position of the text with respect to the image under horizontal align. By default, text in the cover is centered. If I select left and save changes, you can see that all three text boxes are now left aligned. The vertical alignment parameter allows you to align the text position vertically, adjusting it at the top, bottom, or in the middle of the cover. I'll select the bottom value here and check how the aligned text looks. Let's change the parameter value back to the middle and save changes. The background scroll effect option sets animation on scroll for the background image. I'll keep the default value here, fixed. Let's see what it looks like. In this case, the background image is fixed to the content of the cover when you scroll the page. The height field is used to change the height of the cover display. The height can be specified in two measuring units. In relative units, these are percents. 100 VH means that the cover height will be 100% of browser window height. Let's see what it looks like. Website visitors may access the page using different devices, and their screen resolutions may differ from your device's screen resolution. To create a full screen cover, there are such units as VH or viewport height that allow you to configure the block so that it is displayed at full height of the browser window. If the window is resized, the cover always fits it and is displayed as a full screen. You can also specify the cover height in absolute measuring units, in pixels. For example, to create an arrow cover that allows you to see the content located on the block below, I'll specify the value of 550 pixels in the height field. In this case, if the browser window height changes, the cover height doesn't, and it's always the same. For my example, I'll change the value back to 100 VH in the height field so it's a full screen cover, save the changes, and continue. The filter color and opacity options allow you to tone the background image and to make the text on the cover more readable. If you change the filter start color and the filter end color, you can create a vertical transition from one color to another. I can change the filter end color using the palette. The opacity value allows you to make the fill appear brighter if you set it to maximum value, 100%. Let's set the values to 50% for the filter start opacity and to 40% for the filter end opacity. Then save changes and see what they look like. If you want the cover to be more contrasting, you can select a bright color for the cover filter using the palette. For my example, I'll use a less bright color. Save changes and move on. The arrow and arrow color settings can be used to add a navigation element at the bottom of the cover. It's an arrow prompting visitors to scroll down the page. By default, the white arrow is active. You can disable it or modify its color if you want. I'll leave the arrow in place. Here's what it looks like. It's clickable and brings visitors to the next block on click. You can use the Typography tab to change the text styles for the title, description, and upper note, for example by adjusting the font size and color or setting the font family and font weight. Let's change the font size of the title by setting it to 72 pixels. Also, I'll select the bold value for the font weight. And I'll tick the title uppercase checkbox to show the title in capital letters. Then save the changes and see how they look. Note that if you select a large font size such as 72 pixels, this value will be applied just for the desktop. If you view the page from a mobile device with a screen smaller than a computer screen, such a font will be too large. So on mobile devices, the font size is reset to the default value and the text will be displayed on them in the pre-selected font size for that cover. In the Background Video tab, you can adjust how the background video should be displayed. For instance, you can choose to unmute the video or disable looped video playback. As mobile devices don't support automatic video playback, the video won't play on them. For the mobile version, a background image of the cover will be displayed. I'll use the default values here. In the Animation tab, you can configure the effect for the text, that is, how it should appear on the cover. Let's set the Fade and Up effect. Then save changes and preview the animation to check how it works. To improve page indexing by search engines, specify the most important page title with the H1 tag. You can do it with the help of the SEO Title Tag parameter. Using this option, you can also set SEO tags H2 and H3 for the headers of other levels. I'll set the H1 SEO tag for the header. Using the Background Image Position option, you can change the position of the background image within the cover block. If I select Top Left here, you can see that the image changed its position. Let's see another example of the image positioning setting. Imagine you have a background image that originally looks something like this. There is a person in the right part of the photo, and we need this person's face to stay partly visible on the cover, so the person is not cropped for all screen resolutions. If the browser window is resized, the person in the photo will be cropped at a certain aspect ratio. That's because the system now tries to align the photo to the center for all resolutions. To configure how the person's face is displayed in the right part of the cover for all resolutions, I'll select the center right value in the background image position field. In this case, if browser screen resolution changes, the image will always be aligned to the right side, and the left side of the photo will be cropped. You can set the paddings using the top padding and bottom padding options if required. I'll keep the default values for these options. The black background color option allows you to select the background color for the cover block using the hex code of the color or the palette. Let me quickly pick a color. Note that the black background color of the cover is not visible after you've configured it, as it's overlapped by the background image. If you use a background image for the cover, the black background color will be displayed only after adding paddings. I'll keep the black background color field empty as I already have a background image. Alright, the block is set up now. I save changes, publish the page, and check how the cover is displayed on the page. Now let's look at how to create the text cover with no background image. I'll use a specific example to show it. To do this, I'll delete the image uploaded to the Content tab of the block before. Then I'll go to the settings of the block and add a filter color for the cover. I'll select the opacity value of 100% and choose the filter color using the palette. That's ready, now there is a bright color text cover on the website page. Let's use another example to look at configuring how the mobile version's cover is displayed. Suppose you don't like how the mobile version's cover looks. To adjust the display for all devices, you can duplicate the cover block and use the block visibility on devices slider. I choose the visibility range of 980 pixels to maximum value for the first block, so it's displayed only for the desktop. For the second block, I'll choose the visibility range of 0 to 980 pixels. This block will be displayed for mobile devices. For the block configured to display on mobile devices, I'll add a different image in vertical format. Let's check how the cover looks. All done, now the cover is configured to display for mobile devices. You can find the detailed guide on editing the cover blocks in the Tilda Help Center. This guide will help you learn how to customize the background image, format the text on the cover, add a background video, and optimize the display of the cover for mobile devices. Thanks for watching and good luck with creating wonderful websites. Bye!